Y'all, I'm ready for Stan and Ruby to get a divorce. Maybe that's just me. Let's get
The thing is, the cops saw it, so they didn't even pull it.
Hey guys. All right, so we're back with Good Girls, Good Girl Review. This is episode 3 and 4 because I didn't give y'all episode 3, so I'm going to give y'all a brief synopsis of what went on in episode 3 and then we can move on to episode 4. But so in the beginning of episode 3, they're back at the bar where they left off, where Rio has he done rolled up on the lady. Um, she tells him that she's pregnant. So now they have that. Dean and Beth, they back smashing again because now that she done told him she's pregnant, now she has to actually get pregnant. So she's been on 10 with Dean, and they just been going like rabbits. And it's a little alarming to him because he's like, just a few days ago you ain't want me, now you want me every day, every hour on the hour, twice a day, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. What's going on? I'm skeptical. I'm getting a little too much action. I thought you ain't like me. So what's going on? Beth, of course, she's still lying. She's still trying to make it seem like that's not what it is, because she really does need him to get her pregnant. Stan and Ruby, they she has this thing with him where it's kind of like they have a safe word. Egg roll, that was the name of the episode too. Egg roll, I guess that's like, when I say egg roll, that means I don't want to hear no more. Don't give me any more details. Just let that be what it is. Because I mean, it's like, I know that you're involved in criminal activity, but I still don't want to know much more than that. So egg roll, that's what they got. Annie, she's seeing the therapist that she rolled in on, the same therapist as no, it's not the same therapist. It's the therapist that her baby daddy and his wife are seeing. Different guy, but the guy she ran in on, that therapist, she's seeing him now. He's a child psychiatrist. Beth's still trying to get pregnant. She's coming back with negative tests, negative. Dean and his supervisor, she done invited him to dinner, well, a nightcap kind of dinner. And she lets him ponder on that. He don't really give her no answer. He's just taken aback by it. He still think that Beth is, like, he feel like he got that old thing back. So he working out, he running, he trying to change the color, trying to get them grays out so he getting color and color in his hair. Dean thinks that, oh, I got my wife back, like I got that good thing back. Meanwhile, Beth just want a baby. Beth's still coming back with these negative pregnancy tests. She also runs into Flocka at a soccer game, and Flocka is just like paying her and Flocka was passing out orange slices without any gloves. Now, we're not finna do that. We're not finna perpetuate people being unsanitary. Like, we're not doing that. TV land. That lady should have had on a glove, please and thank you. Not with the soccer moms. I know they ain't let her pass out no daggone orange slices without no gloves on. That was just nasty. But anyway, Flocka is just parent that she not. Lady, don't talk to me. Because yes, I know everything. And talk to the hand. I want to talk to you. And Beth is like, listen, I done told that man that I'm pregnant, and I am not pregnant. So, like, I'm going to need your help with this. Please. I'm going to need your help. And Flocka walk off. She give Flocka her money back, and Flocka just walk off. What else is happening in episode 3? I'm ready to get to episode 4. Oh, the employee, he ends up getting arrested and he done stole their money, tried to steal their money, so he got their money and he done got arrested. They go there pretending to be his lawyers, and he tells them that the money is in his van, and of course the van is an impound. Now they looking at Ruby like, oh, impound, say we got to be at the police station? Okay, that's Stan's expertise, so get Stan in on this. And she's like, I just got this man to come back into the bedroom and y'all asking me to get him involved again. Yes, we gonna need Stan's help. Once you in, be in. But anyway, Stan ends up making the call. He ends up, helping out or whatever. But I just want to touch on this for a minute. Stan, I don't like Stan, Ruby's husband, Stan. I don't like him. He's self-righteous and he's always judging people. Like, he was at work and one of the strippers came in there. She was on the phone and she was lying to her. I guess it's her grandmother. I don't know. But she was lying to whomever it was about, what she was doing that day, like at work, making it seem like she's, I think she said that she was a brain surgeon's assistant or something like that. And when she gets off the phone, he eavesdropping anyway. So why you all in my conversation, Stan? But he's saying that you just gonna lie. How do you keep that lie up? Will you mind your business? Mind your business. But he ends up making that call to get that van, or get, at least get inside the van or whatever. And so they're able to get their money or whatever. They bail that dude out. Beth tells the ladies that Rio is still alive. So now they got to sit on that. Rio takes Beth to the hospital or to a doctor's office to get an ultrasound done. And the way he got her to go. He rolling up at the house. He like to show up. He at the house, come popping up, and she going in the house with her groceries, and he's like, let's go for a ride. Let's get some fresh air. Oh no, I gotta go in here and take these groceries in the house. I got some ice cream. Get in the car, Elizabeth. I'm trying to figure out why she ain't tiptoe her way all the way to the car. Like, girl, I'd have been giddy running to the car. This is Rio we talking about. This is Rio. Okay, and he's supposed to be your baby daddy? Girl, go on and get in that car. But he takes her to the doctor's office, and he knows her because she knew his son's name. So I'm assuming she delivered him, or maybe that's Flocka's OBGYN. I don't know, but he takes her there, and the doctor tells him, that it's a little too soon to do an ultrasound. He insists, he's persistent. And he insists that she does it anyway, just because. Let's see something. Let's see what is there. And, they turn it on, and she's like, I see a little zygote right there. I see a little something right there. Something's there. And he looking like, I don't see nothing. I don't see what you see. Oh, go through all these years of med school like I have, and you'll be able to see it in your sleep. Yeah, okay. Paternity test. Oh, we can do that in about a month. Girl, I can't help you in about a month, because Beth is like, oh, thank you, child. Thank you for your help. She's like, no, thank your friend. So Flocka did help out. She did make the phone call to, so we can fake this pregnancy, this positive pregnancy test. Dean ends up turning down his supervisor, and he goes in there respectful. He's like, listen, I've gone on plenty of dinner nights. I've had plenty of dinners, but I like to eat at home nowadays. And she looking at him like, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna need you over there. I'm gonna need you to go mop the bathrooms now. You have been demoted. You ain't even selling hot tubs no more. Please go clean the bathroom. Thank you. He's like, no, I like this job, and I respect you, and I want to do this and I want to do that. You've helped me. I'm going to give that account to so and so. You off of it. I need you janitorial duties in the bathroom. Please and thank you, Dean. And she went on back to what she was doing. So I would have been straight to HR. First of all, he should have had, he should have had his phone. This is a remote, but he should have had his phone in there some way recording that whole interaction. So that when he did turn her down and then she tried to demote him, he could have took that straight to HR. Because, girl, first of all, you trying to fraternize. Second of all, you retaliating when I turn you down? Oh, no. I'll have your job. No, I'll have your job. I think is that it for 3? Because I want to move on. Yeah, they bail him out. They bail the dude out. Stan and Ruby. They son, I guess, using potty words at school. And another thing that Stan does, when the kids start to act out in any way, he likes to blame Ruby for their actions. Like, oh, they get it from you. They like that because of you. I mean, it's you. It's you. It's all you. You the one. They get all of that bad behavior from their mama. It's like, no. This is 50-50. They 50% me. They 50% you. And what you not gonna do is make it seem my poor choices have no reflection on them at all because they don't know what I'm doing. So don't do that. Don't do that, Stan. Don't do that. But the son is, using potty mouth words, and they're like, well, what we gonna do about that? And he's like, well, we're gonna, get a swear jar. And while we're putting money in the swear jar, how much money you got in your wallet? And she's like, $40. And he's like, oh, well, go ahead and put half of that in there. Put half in. But I wasn't the one dropping the MF and bomb. Put it in there for the van. Okay, well, you put some in there for the van, too, because you the one who went over there and did it. You had a choice to stand, and you chose to help me. Like he been choosing to help her, and then turning around and I guess feeling guilty about it, and then throwing it up in her face like she's the criminal, like he doesn't help her sometimes. I just don't understand. You can go, Stan. You don't have to be in this marriage. But this is, right now, this is how I'm getting the coin. It's helping. It's putting food on the table. The bills is paid. This child got a kidney, or at least she on the list to get a kidney. I think she got the kidney. I don't know, but she on medication that is being paid for with the money. So enough, Stan, enough. Telling her to put something in there for the swear jar. Get out of here. Always trying to judge somebody and point the finger at her and make it seem like she's just this bad person. She's like, listen, Stan, we're not bad people. No, we're not bad people, but we're good people doing bad things. Yeah, we. So where's your $20, Stan, to put in the swear jar? Can y'all tell I don't like that man? Because I really don't like him. I want to say that's it for episode 3. And if it's not, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm ready to move on. It ends out, though, with Dean and Beth at home, and Dean is, sitting there looking out the window like, I told this man to leave, but he didn't leave. He said he's supposed to be watching you. Why is he watching you? So we open up with Beth doing the same thing, glaring out her window at this man just parked in his car across the street from her house, watching him. And the kids come downstairs. They're like, we going to school today? It's a little late. We're already late. And, she's like, go get your brother. I guess she's going to take him to school. And when they're, running upstairs, she goes outside to the dude. She's like, listen, I done already called the police. So you might as well leave. And he's like, police? Care about no police, lady? You might not want to call them police because I'm going to have to get to you either way. And she's like, I'm a mom. I got kids. I don't have no beef with them kids. My beef is with you. And I'm going to get you soon as I get out. So you might not want to do that. Then the police, they roll up because she done already called them. So they roll by and, she sends the police on their way after rethinking some things. And so that's just that. Ain't no police. Then we see Dean at a gun store trying to buy a gun. And he done walked up in there and all but talk. No, he did tell that man, I need a gun because I'm trying to kill a man. I need a gun big enough to kill a man. And the man's like, wait a minute, that's not how you gonna get the gun. Like that's one of the things. That's one of the first things you don't say. that's the biggest thing you shouldn't say. Like that's at the top of the list. Don't say you finna kill somebody when you're trying to purchase a gun, because they're not gonna give it to you. We're not gonna sell it to you. We can't sell it to you. Saying stuff like that. And he's like, okay, well, let me rephrase. I have a moose problem. A really, really big moose. The moose got a thing for my wife, threatening me and my kids. Like, I got to take care of the moose. I got to protect my family from the moose. Do you understand now? He's like, what are we talking about? Because when he went left with that, the moose got a thing for my wife. It's like, you still on that trying to kill a man. He go through this whole line of questioning, asking him all these questions, about his mental health and all of that. And ends up selling Dean a gun right then and there, because Dean is like, what can I get today? Like, what can I walk out the store with today? Because he was, the stuff he was showing him, there was a waiting period for it. For the type of gun that it was a waiting period because they had to do a background check. But he wanted the gun today. So that is what it is. Beth, Ruby, and Annie, they're at Beth's house, trying to cheer her up, keep her company, because she got that man stalking her outside. And they're trying to come up with a way, because she got to find a baby. She told them that in episode 3 too. She told them, because she was kind of harboring that. They were trying to figure out why you don't want to keep working. Why you don't want to keep working? And she's like, listen, I done told that man that I'm pregnant and he's alive. So, everybody has all been made abreast to what's going on, and they in there comforting Beth, trying to figure it out for her. And Annie talking about, we can go to Canada and go get a baby. Ruby's like, go get a baby? Girl, we can't do that. We can't do that, and we not doing that. Ruby gets home and her daughter is mopping. She's like, you mopping? Did I come to the right house? What's going on here? And, she's like, Dad is mad. You mad? Why you mad, Stan? Tell her why I'm mad. Because I got fired today from my tutoring job. Tell her why. They accused me of taking some pen. And Ruby's like, a pen? We got plenty of school supplies. What you stealing pens for? She ain't got to steal pens, Stan. And Stan is like, nah. She's like, nah, why didn't they look at their daughter that skips class and vapes all day? Why they ain't looking at her? And Stan looking at her like, nah, don't try to try that. I know you. And I know you took them people pen. And Ruby's like, did it sign the Declaration of Independence? Like, what kind of pen is this? He's like, apparently it's some kind of pen. It's worth more than a car. Here it is. This is what the pen looked like. And Ruby sends her out, so they can talk. She's like, what are we going to do about it? Oh, it's we now. He's still with this crap, with this self-righteous stuff. Call her the resident, what do you call her? The resident crime lord. Like, listen, I'm coming to you, spouse to spouse, parent to parent, so that we can parent our daughter, together and, come to some form of agreement on, what we're going to do about this. And you still trying to come in my neck about some stuff that happened 2 seasons ago. Like, leave me alone about that. Or leave me. But you got to do something. You got to pick something. You're not going to punish me day in and day out. You're not going to do that. At some point, you either going to forgive me and let this stuff go, or you're not going to forgive me and we just going to get a divorce, and that's just going to be that. But you're not hanging it over my head every chance you get. Of course, Ruby, she feels like, her daughter is innocent. She like, she innocent. She innocent. She ain't do it. She innocent. And Stan is like, nah, she guilty. She did it. Beth, she can't sleep, so she go outside and knock on the the car window, and the dude isn't in there. He outside. He roll up on her, can't sleep. She's like, can I get a ride? And so he takes her to a bar, and they meet Rio, and she at the bar ordering tequila shots, and he looking at her like, ain't you pregnant? What you doing? Hold on. Pump your brakes. Why you drinking? And she's like, oh, I lost the baby. You did? When? Does that matter? What now? He's like, oh, it ain't gonna be good. I mean, I'm gonna kill you now. And, you know, she's like, listen, how much am I worth? Because I know you need some money. I know you got to get back in business. Like, what can we do? How can we work this out? How much is it for my head? He's like, you can't afford it. And then I guess he does tell her, because then the next scene is Ruby, Annie, and Beth back at the house trying to figure out how they're going to come up with $100,000, because that's how much he feels like Beth is worth. And Annie's like, oh, look on the bright side. That's a really high number. And Ruby's like, is he sure about that number? They got to try to figure it out. They don't know how they're going to come up with that kind of money. And then Dean walk in the house with a shotgun, and Beth going there like, what is this? And he talking about everything else he bought. I got floss, I got toothpaste, I went and got some grits, I got some bacon, got some eggs. And she's looking at the shotgun. And what else did you get today, Dean? What is this shotgun doing in my house? Listen, we need protection from your boyfriend. I'm scared. That's what's going on. I'm scared. And, you know, Beth is like, I don't want no gun in my house. And he's like, well, I don't want the baser, the tweaker across the street from my house. But here we are, Beth. And he walk out with his shotgun, because she's scared, of course, if the kids find it, it is dangerous. That kind of stuff is unsettling, because kids rummage through things, and you don't want your child stumbling upon your gun. Like, that is scary. And especially not a loaded gun. But you would be dumb to be living in a house with kids and not have a safe for your firearm, for one, and not have it in a safe up so high you can't even reach it. Okay. I mean, I know it needs to be accessible, but listen, not when you got kids in the house. That's just got to be hidden. And bullets cannot be in it. Not nowhere near it either. Hide the bullets too. Annie, she's back at therapy, and you know, they going back and forth, having a nice little deep conversation or whatever. First she's playing around with the toys, trying to avoid talking, and she's like, what if you want to talk about something that you really can't talk about? And he's like, just start talking. And she starts, hinting at what's going on with Beth and Rio, and how, her life right now is in danger. And he's like, oh, it's life-threatening, the big C, cancer? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. What kind? And, she's like, eyeball, the right eyeball cancer. Oh, and then he give her some kind of diagnosis that must have been spot on with, what she was talking about. And then he give his long story about his mom having it and her going blind and this, that, and the third. And then he gives her this book called The Eye in Survivor. And, he kind of feels like he's helping her, through this process of her sister and her failing health. And he gives her this hug, and it's kind of long, and it was one of these one of those kind of hugs. And Annie's like, woo, let me get up out of here. And so she run out. Annie, Ruby, and Beth, they at a bar trying to calculate how much money they gonna need, because they got to put in all the money that they have, and they're still coming up short. And Annie's like, I got an idea. Everybody's like, oh shit, you do? Yes, I have an idea. It's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. You remember when Kim Kardashian got her necklace stolen in Brazil? Ruby's like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. And so she leaves to go to the bathroom. And he's like, do you still want to hear my story? No. Do you still want to hear it? No, girl. That plan is not from jump. No. Before you say anything, no. No, Annie, no. Ruby goes to the bathroom. She can't get in the women's bathroom, so she goes to the men's bathroom. And while she's in there, she sees this jersey on the wall. Apparently, it's a hockey jersey from somebody from the 60s, somebody really famous, I guess, whatever. And they signed it. And so she took it and put it on and leaves the bathroom like, listen, all right, I got our money. Let's go. Let's go. I got our money. And they're like, what are you talking about? I got our money. Let's go. I'm wearing it. You see the autograph back there? Yeah, let's go. So on their way out, I guess somebody, makes a touchdown, scores. Somebody scores in some way. I don't even know what they're watching, but somebody scores and the whole place goes up. And the waitress, like, she gets knocked, and then she bumps into the back of Ruby and knocks a pizza on her back. And so now it's got a whole big old pizza stain. So now how are they going to pawn it? It's not even in pristine shape. So they take it home and they're cleaning it, and Ruby is talking to Ruby and Annie are so silly, but they sitting there talking about how Ruby had to attain the jersey, how she got it. She had to use a plunger, and ain't no way I put my hand. She's like, what end did you use? Ew, the end that goes in the toilet. And then they start talking about what's on the menu and what could possibly, come out of you after eating them people food. That's gross. But now they gotta wait for the jersey to do what it's gonna do. Beth done made a little concoction and tried to clean it up a bit. Ruby gets home and Stan is going through their daughter's room, going through her stuff, and she's like, "What we doing? What we doing? Oh, you know what we doing?" And she's like, "Do you even know what it looked like?" And he showed her a picture of what it looked like, because the man done sent the pin in every angle so that he can, locate it for him. And Ruby is still like, that's not who she is. Like, she's a straight A student. She volunteers. She tutors. She's a good girl. He's like, yeah, good cover up. She does this. She does that. Oh, yeah, case in the joint. So, like, he really thinks the worst of her. And Ruby is just like, that's not her. She's like, that was you, a perfect student. Now look at you. She's like, she's not me. Whatever. I need to get under that bed. Can you move? And Ruby is just like, I cannot believe you. This is our baby girl. This is our baby. And you over here thinking she a thief. He like, no, that's a thief. That is a thief. Annie, she go back to the therapist, and gives the therapist back his book. He's on his way out, and he's like, "You done read it already?" Yeah. So she back to throw herself at him, because she feel like, you feel it too. I know you hugged me kind of long, but I kind of liked it. So let's talk about that. Let's go in here and talk. And he shuts it down all the way. Listen, the line is here. Let's not cross it. I'm a doctor. You're the patient. That's it, and that's all. That's it, Annie. You can't be crossing the line with me. And, her feelings are hurt. Of course. Because he done rejected her all the way. Beth, she's still being stalked by the dude. And, because she goes back outside to check. He's still out there. She come back in the house and looks at the jersey. And the jersey is pristine, clean. All of that stuff came out. So, of course, they immediately take it to the pawn shop. Her and Ruby take it to the pawn shop. And while they're there, Annie rolls in. She late. Feelings hurt, depressed because of what happened to her. So then she reveals to them that she's in therapy and all of that. And Ruby's like, you in physical therapy? Why would I be in physical therapy? Because of the way you run. Because of the way you run. What's wrong with the way I run? Those two are my favorite. They are the comedic relief, like they really are. Beth don't really have comedic moments. Like, she's the serious one. But that daggone Annie and Ruby, woo, they got jokes for days. Them two are hilarious. But anyway, while they're there, the dude goes back and checks it out. He gonna check it out. And when he comes back, Ruby is still browsing the pawn shop, still browsing the what you call them things? Cabinets. Not a cabinet. The counter things. The counters. She's browsing. Annie and Beth are talking to the salesman, and he's like, "Where'd you say you got this again?" And she's like, "Oh, it's passed down from our great great grandfather. And he's like, oh, was he Chinese? Because that's where this came from a few months ago. It's from China? This is fake? I need a refund. I'm due a refund. And while they, hashing that out, Ruby is like, she see that pen. Excuse me, where did you get this pen? A little girl brought it in. A little girl? Like a crackhead little girl? Or like, what do you mean? And she shows him a picture of her daughter. Was it this little girl? He's like, are you the police? So yes, it was your daughter that went and pawned that pen, Ruby. So she did steal it. Ruby's at home. And her daughter comes strolling in. Oh, hi, Mom. What are you doing here so early? Ruby's like, oh, I got good news. They found the pen. Oh, good. Yeah, here, I made you some cookies. I know you've been having a rough time. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. And the little girl just take her cookie. She's like, look at you. You just gonna enjoy the cookie like you supposed to have it? Give me that goddamn cookie. I know about your stealing. I know what you did. Just tell me where the money is. And she's like, I don't know. Where's the money? And then the little girl just changed her whole tune, and now she grown. Same place where you put yours. Listen, I don't know where you getting this money, but I know it don't come from painting nails. And she walk away. I would have yanked her by the plaits in her head. Girl, give me back the kidney then, girl. Talking about you don't know where. You right, you don't know, and you not gonna know. Mind your business. Don't you ever go in my stash, little girl. Don't you ever go in my stash. She had a lot of nerve. I was pissed with Ruby for just letting that slide. Like, nah, girl, for all the black mothers in America, you should have went in. Anyway, then Ruby, she takes the money that she, gets from, her daughter's contribution to the stash, and, they get it back to Beth. And then now we have this long montage of them making the money. They got to make the money so they can get it to Rio. They finally do make all the money. And Rio, the dude takes the money to drop off to Rio, their employee that is. And, Rio jumped the dude. They beat him up and all of that. Rio want to know who he is because he's a new face. It's like, who are you? Who are you bringing me anything? Like, what's this? Who you work for? Who made your money? Because he's looking at them. He's looking closely at the money like, who made this? And the dude is like, listen, I don't know. It's just a couple of bitches. I don't know. And he keeps saying that all muzzled and muffled. And they cut him loose or whatever. And I guess he tells him exactly, who it is. But soon as he saw that money and how it was made, he know that's his formula. He know something is up. Or at least he knows that something that's I guess specific to the way he used to make his counterfeit money. I don't know, maybe she took from it. Cause something about it, raised an eyebrow with him and he automatically knew. Then Ruby, she's at home and Stan comes in, whatever, the daughter's there as well. And, Stan's like, your mama told me what happened. So he's in a different mood. So it's like he knows something, but he don't know the truth. Ruby ended up giving him some story, I guess, about, the pen. And he's like, they need to go on ahead and apologize to us. It's all I know. And, he kissed him goodnight. And she's like, why didn't you tell him? Don't worry about all of that. I don't want to hurt your daddy's feelings with your foolishness. But you and I, we got a problem, and you gonna owe me. And she's like, am I grounded? Oh, no, that's for kids. You a criminal now. You a big girl. You a criminal now. You gonna owe me. Don't tell him what she gonna owe her child. Then Annie, she's taking out the trash, and the therapist roll up on her, wondering where she been because she been missing her sessions. And she's like, listen, I'm staying. I ain't got time for you. You done hurt my feelings. I need some time. I really just couldn't face you after that. And he reads her because she tried to give him a little attitude. First, he's like, okay. And, walks away, but then she makes a jab about his credentials, about him getting his degree online. And she's just, and he reads her, psychoanalyzes her down, and leaves her standing there like, I ain't paying for that. And he's like, listen, if you keep this up, you keep missing your daggone sessions, and I'm just gonna fill your spot. Period. And he walk off. And then Beth and Dean, they at the daggone house. And I made that face because he had the nerve to put his mouth on her. Like, don't kiss her. She don't want you. And I want him to understand the body language. Beth just ain't here. She's just not there. She's physically in the room, but she ain't there with you. Thinking he could just kiss her and she's supposed to just, come a running. No. She has checked out of the marriage, Dean. Trust and believe that. She has checked out. Then we see Beth, she at work, and Rio pop up, and he want to know how she made the money. Pretty much, he knows she's the one that did it, and he wants her to show me how you did it. And first she tries to play coy, like she don't know. I think you're mistaken. Show me how you did it. He pulled out the gun and everything, and so now she got to show him, and so she's showing him. And I feel like this was, I don't know, but this just did something to me. I was, whoo. Rio was just sitting back watching her. It was the way he was just sitting back watching her, proud. Like he was so proud. Proud of his boo. She know how to make that money, make that counterfeit money, just like he taught her. He was very much, very, very much, turned on by, how the lengths and bounds that Beth has taken in this whole criminal mastermind thing that she got going on. But it ended out there. Listen, guys, this show is like my favorite. I'm excited because now, she done made this money and it's perfect. He ain't gonna kill her. He's like, I need you alive. He wasn't gonna kill her in the first place, but now he need her. Now they gonna be working together. Bonnie and Clyde. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but this is what I like to see. I love to see it. I love to see Rio and Beth. And, and you too, Alona. Ruby and Annie. You too, Alona. We like to see y'all too. But for real, I'm here for Rio and Beth. Working together, making this money and sticking it to the man. Like, now we just got to get Dean out the picture. Dean, he might have should have went on that little dinner date because I'm tired of him. Be on your way out, Dean. Please. Because he don't really judge her for, the crimes or whatever, because he can't, but not the way that Stan does. He makes her feel guilty sometimes, because she's a mom and, they have the kids to think about. So he likes to throw that in there, but Stan is a whole nother level of self-righteous. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby. And I'll talk to y'all later. Light. Peace and light. Light. That was stupid. Bye, y'all.